Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Eurocom's second James Bond game, and one that sets out to showcase various missions from James Bond's past in 007 Legends. However, with GoldenEye still in recent memory, is this game a worthy successor, or should it have been offered as an add-on pack DLC? For single players, the game's campaign is an obvious start, and allows players to sample the delights of Goldfinger, take on megalomaniac idiots on Her Majesty's Secret Service, get brutal in License to Kill, catch a cold in Die Another Day, and head into outer space in the classic Moonraker. Each mission is broken down into lengthy stages and is themed on the movie, although with the exception of very few locations, the game's levels are mostly dull and uninspiring. Eurocom have ditched the original Bond actors like Roger Moore, Lazenby and Connery, and instead opted for current Bond Daniel Craig to fill their shoes. Whilst it works and is in keeping with current, something is lost not having Moore's delightful smug look in the cutscenes. The gameplay uses the tried and trusted Call of Duty game engine to full effect, with some solid shooting mechanics but providing some really poor hit detection at times. Coupled with enemies that take way too many body shots to die, is simply a comical experience and not in keeping with Daniel Craig's more gritty take on the Bond character. It seems Eurocom tried to capture the classic GoldenEye 64 gameplay, but due to horrendously dull level design and overbearing AI, made the gameplay far too archaic and frustrating to enjoy properly. Players can also expect some of the worst AI known to man, which makes the stealth aspects of the game even more futile. The stealth is painting by numbers, troublesome, unintuitive and totally mood-killing, especially as the enemy field of view is twitchy. There are some funny moments though, especially when getting into fisticuffs with the level's main villain or henchman. The game laughably throws players into a QTE punching minigame which does nothing but insult the intelligence of the player. Whilst great for 10-year-olds, these moments really are mind-numbingly pointless and not only detrimental to the player, but the pushover characters in the movies who would probably fare better dressed up in clown suits. There are other moments of sheer annoyance, including an awful skiing sequence which adds further insult to the source material. Rather than offer some cool evasive moves, instead players are left wrestling with dodgy controls, horrid pathing and relentless bits of debris which almost become impossible to avoid. It's bad game design at its finest, lazy and simply no fun to play. Graphically, there are pleasant visual flourishes here and there, with Moonraker offering some pleasing interior visuals and standing out, although most of the game's levels are rather bland. There are reasonably good character models which are showcased when performing stealth takedowns. However, the comedy ragdoll physics are totally out of place, where bodies simply fly unrealistically at the bad end of a shotgun blast. It's simply more insult to the Bond license, to the point where one begins to question what Eurocom's remit was. Audio-wise, and it seems Craig's delivery has been fused with some of the original lines from the villains and works well enough, but will probably have purists up in arms due to the rather flat delivery. However, the rest of the audio is fairly polished, despite the guns sounding like over-ambitious pea shooters looking for a promotion. 007 Legends offers a standard short campaign, which can be replayed again to find collectibles, upgrade the Bond character with mods, and try and complete some vague optional objectives, which don't actually offer any hint as to what is required. If boredom sets in quickly through the campaign, then the bespoke mission mode returns and offers various scenarios to play through to suit. Whilst a worthy distraction, it's not really clever enough or compelling to play sections of the main game all over again. An arbitrary multiplayer mode is tacked on for nostalgia's sake, and you have one game package that's certainly as entertaining as watching the old Bond films on a rainy day. 007 Legends is a poor attempt at milking a beloved franchise and has all the telltale signs of no love being poured into its manufacture. As a result, the game is an unpolished mess that reuses elements from previous games and really should have been offered as a DLC package for GoldenEye. Eurocom may have fared better with its previous game, but this latest offering is simply an insult to all Bond fans and can only be recommended as a rental. 007 Legend scores a below average 4 out of 10. I'm Rob Cram, thanks for watching.
walking to Graves' office before the demonstration. I'll bring you up to speed on the way. James, I think that's Graves. Over there. The US government is concerned about the technology behind Graves' Icarus project. We're interested in the dual-use aspects of it. The way something that's